Vancouver, BC's Andy Anderson is thought of as an innovator, a game changer in the skateboarding world. One of his tricks or traits he hopes catches on is how he always wears a helmet.
There's so many reasons to like skateboarding. It's seriously a meditation. You just try something you haven't done before, you're gonna leave with like a bruise and a scrape and bleeding on the ground, and sometimes that feels good. Oh, not worth it. It's quite an interesting way of living.
Andy Anderson.
This one's called a spacewalk.
Is unique in professional skating for his skills and his headwear.
I always wear a helmet when I skate, no matter what I'm skating. And it's become somewhat of a trademark, you know?
The 23-year-old is competing around the world this summer. He's usually the only one over 18 with a helmet.
Skateboarders don't like helmets, and they don't like people that wear helmets.
Aiden Schellings, a Seattle 19-year-old, was not wearing a helmet in April when he crashed at Green Lake, fracturing his skull and suffering a traumatic brain injury. His parents were told he might not walk, talk, or live independently again.
That's the nightmare crash.
Andy Anderson is not surprised Aiden, a college student and experienced skater, wasn't wearing a helmet.
It's just not cool. It takes away the danger aspect, which is one of the main pulls of skateboarding.
How cool is it to have half your skull missing?
Aiden's family wants his story told. They want his pictures shared to prevent another tragedy.
Good. Hold that.
Despite doctors' original predictions, Aiden is getting better at a specialty hospital in Denver, Colorado. He can almost walk on his own, and music therapy is improving his speech. But his parents know he'll never be the same, and they blame the sport's reckless attitude.
Oh my gosh!
The skateboarding culture, the skateboarding companies really need to think about what they're doing and, quite frankly, be held accountable for this.
I get rejected photos in magazines all the time because it's just not as cool. It's just not as, doesn't fit their look, doesn't fit their image.
Andy Anderson says he would make more money if he ditched his helmet.
Some of the sponsors I've ridden for have like really tried to get me to take my helmet off, like running it over with cars, like taking a whiz in my helmet, like hanging it up on trees and stuff like that. Like people, even my own friends, like don't necessarily appreciate the helmet.
He's trying to change things.
This is supposed to be my skull. I don't know if you can see the resemblance.
His board features a skull wearing head
got
protection,
a helmet on
and
it.
he's designing his own helmet. Anderson thinks the best way to change the anti-helmet culture is enacting change from within, getting the industry to embrace a new stigma that helmets are cool.
People have the freedom to make a choice whether to wear it or not, and I feel like right now there's a lot of pressure to not from the industry, and the only person telling you to is your mom. And well, what else do you listen to from your mom, you know? Like, so you got your mom versus all your friends. Who are you gonna listen to?
Andy Anderson hopes to make Canada's Olympic team for the 2020 Games in Tokyo. They will be the first games to offer medals in skateboarding. Anderson says he, of course, will wear a helmet, but competitors over the age of 18 won't have to. In Vancouver, Drew Mickelson, King 5 News.